let's come into the issue of your gubernatorial ambition in Ogun State. We're so surprised that you are the first in this season, the first female gubernatorial aspirant. And when we did our research in town, we learned that a lot of people were the one who came to say, oh, we know this woman, she's a naturally born Dorcas. She's a woman whose natural gift is to make the society better, and that because of this, we want you in Okemoson. We believe if you are in Okemoson, you are going to naturally attend to our woes. You're going to give us a befitting care. You're going to make our life better 100% and in 100-fold. And we asked why. They say, yeah, because Iyalode is just who she is. She likes helping people. When they brought the proposal, how did you handle it? And are you not afraid that you are just one woman among hundreds of men?
Actually, I didn't ask for governor's candidate thing.
Yeah, but
when they came to me,
yeah,
I actually wanted to be the president. You see, all of you are laughing. I told them the only way they can get me involved is if I'm the presidential candidate.
That's Aso Rock.
That's right. And they played me. Ah, okay, Iyalode, no problem. And I said to them, this is how it is to become a president of Nigeria.
That's difficult.
Yeah, when they said it was okay.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, why not? You can, you know, you can go in for it.
Aspire.
I said, this is how it is to become a government of presidential candidate in Nigeria. Because I was like, my own was a joke, you know, I was just teasing them. But unfortunately, they said they've started that it's even closed, you know.
That's the presidential slot.
Yes, and I said, well, I was just joking, you know, I wasn't into it.
But you could have also not joked, you could have also gone there.
So, because I wanted to know more about the party.
Okay, ma'am.
I called them and I spoke to my chairman and I spoke to National Secretary. And we got together. They told me what they were all about. Because, to be honest with you, the average Nigerian, we only know APC, PDP, and maybe a few people know Labour. But that is apart from APC and PDP. I don't think if you ask any child in Nigeria today how many political parties we have, they will tell you PDP and APC. That's all. And when they spoke to me about it, I said, well, okay. So my chairman now said, look, why don't you go for governor? Governorship candidate. I said, in Ogun State, number one, they said, no, we know you can do it, you know. The way you've spoken to me, you know, we've reacted, we've liaised with each other. They said, and the kind of person you are, we've read about you. We would like you to be our candidate. It took me quite a while, a couple of days. So I said, okay, on one condition, I'm going to bring some youths in.
Young people.
And they said, okay. So I now said to a few people, look, if you have any youth in your constituency, you know it's very good, that can win the party, bring them. And what the youth will tell me is, mommy, you know we don't have money, we don't have this. And in politics, if you don't have money, you can't do politics. So I now call my chairman, okay, these boys, they don't have, I have one reverend father. I have one that is a university graduate. He has always nurtured of becoming a politician, but he doesn't have the money and all that. And I told my chairman said, okay, don't worry, give them the forms, let them bring it. We will sponsor them. And that made me happy. You know, that made me really happy. So I called a few people, but a lot of people, when I told them, don't worry, you don't have to pay anything, it's like, Iyalode, politics. I said, don't worry, I will take it myself. Even going to court here to do affidavit and all that for them, I paid for it, you know, and then I took it to Abuja. And luckily enough, a few of them, all their names were, you know, accepted. And that makes me happy. So now we're on the train of moving. And those of you that didn't believe then, they're now coming now. Mommy, me too, I want to be a... Mommy, me too, I want to go for... I said, when I told you that time, you thought it was a joke. Now you've seen other people in it, you know that it's not a joke.
But it sounds like a good news, really. It sounds like good news that there will be a political party, like United Democratic Party,
yes,
that will bring people on board without paying millions, huge millions of naira or dollars, or trying to go and use your mother's head to get some, you know, some mundane monies and all that. How does it feel? I mean, do you think this is a new down in the Nigerian politics? Because whereby money politics is still the fashion, you have to give them 4 yard Ankara, you have to give them 2 packets of Indomie, you have to give them a derica of rice, and at times they can even be a stream bag of rice. So how do we change that perception, and how do we get the real people, how do you get people to vote for conscience, for value, instead of monetary gifts?
Well, like me now, most people that have been coming to me, I tell them the truth. And the truth is, I'm not a politician with money. If you want money politician, you know where you can go. Me, I am a politician that wants to work, and all of us are going to work together. It's true. It's every Ogun State indigene living in Ogun State. All of us are going to work together. That is the only way that we can get things done.
Working together.
Working together. Because we all know, I will not know what is wrong in your street. Your CDA is there. They are the one that knows what problem is in every street. You communicate with them. And my brother, the day you will approve their street being done, and they know it is approved, you will be surprised that everybody on that street will be out. The day they will see caterpillar and everything, all of them will be out there monitoring it. How we're going to do it, we've done our own, you know, our own feasibility studies or how we're going to get it done. Which a lot of people agree with. I said, look, I cannot give you 2,000. If I give you 2,000, I go and borrow money and give you 2,000, give you 2,000. When I get there, what do you think the first thing I'm going to do?
You're going to recoup that money back?
Yes. I will recoup that money back. I will recoup the interest on it before I start looking for my own that I spent. That is what is killing us. There can be, somebody say, Iyalode, do you think there can be a politics without money? I say a lot of people that have been coming to me that are sensible enough now understand. You see, Nigerians are not voting for parties anymore.
They are not voting for
parties.
parties.
The way I look at it,
are you sure?
Nigerians are not voting for parties anymore.
Value-added personalities.
They are voting for credibility.
Credibility, okay. Credibility.
Credibility is what people are voting for.
Looking for now.
Because everybody has let them down. PDP has let us down. APC has let us down. So what else do we have now? But if you now know somebody who you think has done it privately and succeeded, that can do it.
But that's what people are saying about you. Is that, can we say that's what's working for you? Because your posters, even some of your posters are said to be sponsored by some people, young people, putting your poster across town.
Yes,
and all that.
yes. You'll be surprised a lot of people have come to me. And because I tell them the truth. I think some people are ready to listen to the truth now. Now look, Baba, you are our father. We are not doing politics with money. I'm sorry, sir. We're not doing politics with money. We're doing politics with credibility. If you know that you want people who can really work and not give us your vote. But if you want money, please take your vote somewhere else where you can get the money. And that's the gospel truth. And I think a lot of them have started realizing it. Because there's a lot of people now that come and say, Iyalode, we know you. We are ready to work for you. There was a guy that came for one of our meetings one day. And they were asking questions. This guy stood up and said, was asking questions that, Iyalode, I know her very well, but she doesn't know me. That when I was a principal at school 3, and I was like, that time, he said he was a principal. When I came, and I bought school uniform, school bag, blah, 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 for about 200 children. And he went on, and I had to start crying because...
You have to cry.
I didn't, you know...
You've forgotten?
I've forgotten about it. I do things, and I just take a walk, you know. You don't do things and stick to it.
Let me even ask you this. There is this perception that in Ogun State, the last 4 years, there was a bad road. Very terrible roads. And this is not a joke, you know. It's not a joking matter. People, car absorbers are now going to mechanic workshops most of the time, you know. People, the roads are just a nightmare, except in some elitist environment. What do you think is going to be the solution? How do you think, how did Ogun State get to that level?
That's the question we're all asking ourselves.
I mean, if we say we have
before, when we used to have bad roads, I mean, I used to have my area commander was good. They would call me, Iyalode, what are we going to do? We used to talk to some of the factory people.
The industrial people?
Yes.
Okay.
Please help us. This. They said, okay, we give you money for 2 trailers, 3 trailers. We used to fill the roads. But it got to a stage, and I get so ashamed having to go to these people every time. Because it will get to a stage, they will get tired.
Because it's like a self.
I think we have people that are supposed to be maintaining the road. You don't have to do the whole road, but maintenance, when the hole is that much, for God's sake, do it immediately.
The holes now, as I'm talking to you, are almost like wells. Some holes that are.
Yeah, but it started from somewhere.
So how,
it started from little.
Yes, I know.
Who are maintaining the roads?
It's like there's no maintenance culture. Even they
have them, but where are they? When you can spend 100,000 to patch the hole before it extend, you will leave it till now. You have to spend millions and bring Julius Baja in.
And because some people even said, let me even tell you this, what people told us. They said some people will say, okay, I can do it. Like a church will say, oh, I want to do it. And some politicians say, no, don't do it. Oh, we're going to do it for election. We're going to do it for election, next election. If you do it now, what are the people going to vote for? So how do you get into after that?
And that happened. There were times that we wanted to do the Luawela Road.
Yeah. Okay.
Nightel Road, yes. Because we have a lot of worshippers coming and the road was very bad.
Yeah, on Sundays.
And Papa said, you know, we should go and do it. And myself and his brother that time, Gideon, we went there, we took machineries, everything there. And some boys came to meet us and said, no, you cannot do the road.
How do they mean?
What do you mean? Say, no, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. Anyway, me being the strong head I am, I went to report to the chairman of the local government. And they said, well, there's some things you can do, but there's some things you cannot do. And the way my bishop wanted to do it, they said, no, you should bring the money, that the government are going to do it if you pay the money. And my bishop is like, bring money. We say we want to do it. We can't give you money to do the roads.
So you want the cash.
And funny enough, nobody has ever, if it's not for winners, they repair the road every year. People will say it's because of our Shiloh. Forget about it because of anything, but they still repair it.
At least there's...
And they know. But how many of them have ever written a thank you letter to this man? We have to appreciate one another. It's when you appreciate one another that there will be continuity.
Of just good gesture.
There's so many factories in this Ogun State that if you talk to them nicely, you call them, you sit down with them. Tell them your problem. Let them tell you their own problem. 2 hands have to wash themselves like this to be clean. I know a lot of manufacturers that are ready to assist if they know genuinely you need assistance.
But when the politicians are now becoming the hindrances, so what do you do? The political class,
taxes,
the political class.
So many taxes. Now you have to pay. You made a well in your factory. Now you have to pay for that water that you made a well for. There's so many things that is wrong.
Arbitrary taxes. No. Okay, being the governor, if you find yourself there, what are going to be your mantras? How are you going to solve this myriad of problems? What is going to be your chief mission? I mean, especially to Ogun State people, because for the first time, Ogun State people are saying we are having a mother, we are having a community developer, and we are having a humanitarian who will not take our money to Dubai, to London, to America, or Switzerland. So what's going to be your gesture to change Ogun, to give Ogun that desired flavor in the community of states?
Well, first of all, I don't believe in new projects.
You don't believe in new projects? How do you?
There have to be a continuity. Have you been to Ijoko Road?
Of course, I've seen those
When
terrible things
it rains there, it's terrible.
The thing is horrible. The bridges, even the road leading to.
Are you sure?
To Bega.
If they finish it before they leave, we thank God. But if not, somebody has got to finish it. Like I tell people, you cannot start a new project without finishing the old one. You see, the thing with us is that there's no continuity in anything we do. When this one comes in, he now wants to form his own. Oh, this is what I'm going to do. This is. People tell me, when you get there, what are you going to do? I tell them, I cannot tell you this is what I'm going to do. That's the gospel truth, because I don't know what's going to be on the table. Until you get there, you see what's on the table. Then you know what you're going to do. If you promise, you see, we make unnecessary promise because people are so gullible.
No.
Don't worry, when I get there, I'll make the road, I'll do this, I'll do that.
I'll build a fly station.
By the time they get there, they see what's on the table. There's nothing they can do. Then they say politicians are liars. So why not save yourself being called a liar? Why don't you save yourself being called a liar by telling them the truth? The thing is, right now, people don't know the difference between lying to you and telling you the truth.
People are confused.
People are confused. And when they see somebody that is genuinely telling them the truth, say, Emma Down, politician, all of them are the same.
That is crazy. That is crazy enough to create a phobia.
It's a long way to go. But we have to take the first step.
We have to take the first step.
First step.
Talking about ruling, a lot of people have the perception that you are a natural humanitarian. I mean, somebody, even when you don't have, you do things for people from free will. We have it on good authority that you've gotten almost over 50 awards from Rotary clubs across, not just in Ogun State, but in Lagos.
Even in America.
Yeah, in America and some other far-flung part of the world. But I want to ask you this question. There's this perception in Nigeria that people get the kind of government they desire, that because the people themselves, they believe in what we call vote buy. It is the new norm in town now, and it is the new malaise in the political circle, that people believe that you have to give them something for them to vote. They say, oh, that perception is there. So in your little interaction with politicians during this time, I mean, during the electioneering and all that, what did you discover, and how do you think we can eradicate that culture whereby people can genuinely vote for people like you and they will get what they desire? I mean, what will benefit their children and even their grandchildren? Are you pained with that reality that people would like you to pay for them to put you in power instead of you paying or you sacrificing to serve them? Because power is not really a bed of roses.
Yes, a lot of people have come to me. Somebody even said to me, Iyalode, eventually governor. I want to share my cocoa baby 20 and mule found one. I want cocoa mama no lono. One botany. Ben cocoa because one be what by you lane kitchen bello look for it. I never went looking for I said yes. I said, you see, how many people in this Ogun State from Ijebu, from Remo, and they came to my house? That means there's something God is trying to do.
Yeah.
And I keep on telling them, I am not a money government.
Not a money government.
I am not going to give anybody money because I want your vote. I want everybody to know one thing, that the earlier we put hands together. You see, this job is not for government. Government is just a figurehead. The job goes like that, all the way down. It will involve everybody, even the woman in the market. It will involve you. When Idi Agbon was there, and they say why?
War against indiscipline.
War against indiscipline. Sometimes when you want to pee on the street, someone will tell you, you will quickly.
Yeah, just yourself.
Idi Agbon was not there, but everybody was watching one another. Everybody was watching one another. And that thing stuck till today. You go to Yaba, people are still queuing up at the bus stop.
That was the result of that little time.
So we have to learn how to say to ourselves, look, you are giving me money for me to vote for you. In the next 4 years, I will not see you.
Are you aware of the Boko Sebe?
The
Boko Sebe.
The Boko
Sebe in those states. It happened. The Boko Sebe. When people are
okay, the Boko Sebe. Okay.
Then should say they not say the Boko Rally.
Because the stake has gone high. Well, our own will be Dibo Kajoshe.
That's fantastic.
That is true. You Dibo, then we all do it together. Then you will know that you are part of the team
that created a new society.
That created a new society. Because we have to create a new society. We can't keep on going like this.
Bad roads.
We can't keep on going like this. That for 4 years, we still wait another 4 years for somebody else to come and tell us different stories.
In fact, as we are doing the interview now, we put on the gen. I mean, so many times. At times, you go to interview people in a GRA and you hear the hum of generators in different houses. I mean, that is just government residential areas. Even in Abuja, there's a place I used to stay in Abuja, and gen works almost 50%.
You go everywhere now. They have 3, 4, 5, 6 generators.
You can imagine. Even in your house now, I heard you telling your aides to put on the big gen at that time.
Yes.
It's not the small gen for this interview now. So now, your own government, what is it going to be like? Especially in the area of social amenities, in the area of solving the little problem that touches the life of ordinary people. Road, school fee, water, power, and sanitization.
Well, first of all, in our universities, we have engineering department. We have graduates of engineers. What is their job? If we have to give everything to Chinese government, give everything to Julius Baja, what is the job of our engineering
graduates?
You mean they cannot make roads? Of course they can make roads. And they will make it cheaper than Julius Baja can do it. Because a lot of people give, I'm sorry to say this, a lot of people give them job because there's a cut for everybody one way or the other.
Returns.
High time we stop all these returns. They have engineering body. Give us, let your people quote for it. We want to make this road from here to there. Let them quote. We sit over it. When we give them, your body, your group body will be guaranteeing you that, okay, these people, they can do it. So if anything goes wrong, they blacklist you. As simple as that.
That's professional ethics.
That is it. So what are we talking about? Why do we send our children to school to go and learn engineering or to go and learn about light? I cannot say anything about light because I don't work in NEPA. But I think we can do better. If the money they are actually budgeting for NEPA actually goes to NEPA, or they call them power holding now.
Yeah.
If the money actually go to them, I don't see why we cannot do better.
No, they are not even, most of them don't want to give out the prepaid meter. They believe that they should still be sending boys to generate money so that they can cheat, they can make more money.
They are not giving out the prepaid
they don't want to
meter.
they don't want to automate the process of collection.
Why?
The process of, because there's fraud. They believe that they can tell the whole Joju now. They tell their boys, we want you to make 10 million from Joju this month, and if you make more than 10 million, so because if they automate, which is the prepaid meter, that money will go into recharge card. It will not come physically to the hands of some vicious, fraudulent executives. So, I mean, this is the problem of power.
No, I think that perception is wrong, because I have a prepaid meter
So what goes into it monthly?
Don't ask me. Now they say they've increased it. But you see, at the same time, you cannot blame them. Because
Why?
when they generate 20 million from the beginning of this street to the next one, the thing they gave out is 20 million. And they're not getting 10 million. What happens to the other 10 million? Our people themselves have problem.
But the belief of the engineers or the white man is that automation will save more money, because now you want to use your GSM phone, you buy a recharge card. That money is gone into a system and you don't know who took it, but it got to them and they can use it to mobilize to do other things. So if you have a prepaid meter and you buy your card, maybe you spend 6,000 every month because you manage your light very well. You don't need some boys coming to harass you to say, oh, it is all, then they are cutting your light, and if you have to sew it back, you have to pay them some outrageous sums of money and all that. That is the problem of power. And a lot of people are saying, why can't there be a vociferous voice to say, government, put this in its perspective. Let them automate the system of collection. Let them automate the system of
even with that system, some people are still bypassing it.
How?
Do you know that?
How?
There was a time there was a problem on my street here.
Okay,
and NEPA came and said, Mommy, we know you are not owing money. You want to cut this light on your street. Then why? And they told me. Do you know how many times I have had to go with police, with the NEPA, with everybody, going from house to house? Even there are some factories that are doing very bad.
They tap from the source?
They tap from the source. And when NEPA now comes up with 10 million on this street, and they have not collected up to 8 million, whose fault is that? There was a time they carried ladder. I went with them. It's not then say, with police, and we were going to cut people's lights. There's some factories, if you see the nylon they are producing, they are supposed to get their own transformers separately.
The generation.
And get the right kind of meter there. But every Nigerian, we always like to outsmart one another.
Even the system.
Even the system.
Wow.
I'm not saying NEPA people are doing okay. Oh. I'm not saying they are good. Oh. And I'm not saying they are bad. But the problem is the system is wrong. And we that are using it, we too, we have our own problem.
We have our own problem.
We have our own problem. Go to any of these kiosks down the road. There's some kiosks, when they open the container, the cold room inside that place.
Mini cold room.
You will wonder that. No, seriously.
Serious.
Some people have 20 freezer on top of one another making ice block.
Jesus Christ.
And they're not paying for meter.
Survival of the fittest.
And when Napa now wants to call and they tell you, and I'm going, well, Dodo Banjia. Banjia, go ahead and cut if that one is going to bring your money out. I don't like them to cut my light. But if that is the situation that you have to involve everybody, then go ahead. If you think that way, you are going to get your money back.
It is because you are a very natural person and you are a considerate person, let me say that. Now, let me ask you this very interesting question. Driving around Ogun State as the gubernatorial aspirant of UNDP, what gets you mad when you drive around your state? What gets you so crazy when you come home and you just go to the bedroom and sleep? What gets you mad?
What gets me mad?
Yeah, I mean, from the way things are run by the government in power, when you look around, what gets you mad?
A lot of things gets me angry.
Okay.
But not mad enough for me to let it bother me.
Okay.
You know, because what you cannot solve, I don't cry over split milk. I see it, it's very upsetting, you get angry, but then there's going to be a better tomorrow. We
have battalions of contestants, we have the men, especially, and you are the only female among them. You know, a lot of people have a kind of new hope, especially you appeal to the young people and the female citizens. But how do you feel among this battalion? Are you not afraid? I mean, being the only woman gubernatorial aspirant in Ogun State, a very cosmopolitan state, and a state that has given so much to Nigeria?
Well, I'm just doing my own part. I'm not afraid of anybody.
Are you
I'm not
sure?
afraid of anything. No. If I was afraid, my dog would not be the way it is.
Okay.
I just feel I want to serve. And if I'm given the opportunity to serve, fine. If they don't want me to serve, or the same, fine. It's not a do or die matter. It's a matter of wanting to serve.
But do you believe you're going to become the governor of Ogun State?
If it's the God wish, yes. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow, but the Father knows what is going to happen next year.
That is the King of Kings.
The King of Kings and the Lord of Lords.
And you find yourself in Okimoson. What's going to be those things you're going to do first for your state? What's going to be your chief?
If I find myself in Okimoson, the first thing is everybody is going to jubilate. The whole of Ogun State. I'm not going to leave anybody behind. You see, we have to teach them that when you are in government, everybody is your subject. Everybody becomes one.
Even the opposition?
Yes, everybody becomes one. Even your opponent. Like, we had a little thing in Red Cross. I was contesting for the chairmanship of Red Cross and another. And my opponent won me by 1 vote. People did not believe it. I stood up and went to him and congratulated him. That's the spirit. We cannot all win. Some people got to win, some people got to lose. But when you want to lose, lose gallantly. Don't have any bitterness in your heart. It's a game. You know, it's like you're playing football. 2 people cannot win at the same time. One has got to win and one has got to lose.
2 people cannot win
at the same time.
One got to win
and one is got to lose.
Oh my God.
But it now depends the way you look at it.
The way you take it.
The way you take it. If your opponent win, let the best man win. Or let the best woman win. Whichever one. Whichever one. But along the way you are doing it, but along the way, enjoy it and have fun. That is it. You should enjoy it and then have fun along the way. When I speak to my people, we all talk, we laugh, you know. Even people that are not in your party, sometimes some of them can say, Iyalode, I will join UDP. Why join party wa money wa? Gbogbo ana party kan na la jọ wa. Ìwọ wà nbi èmi wà nbi. Le jọ suka torí síbi kan na now.
It's true.
You know, so
that's
you have to learn to laugh over a lot of things and to be happy.
To be happy.
Yes. It's not a do or die game. Some people look at it like, if I'm not there, the world is coming to an end. No. If you're not there this time, you have another 4 years. If you want to try again.
What's the reaction of people to your campaign?
Well, we've not started campaign.
Yeah.
But
because campaign, you know, just 3 days ago campaign started, you know.
No, that's for the presidential.
Oh, for the presidential, okay.
Yes.
I think for the gubernatorial
it's in December.
December, okay.
But the thing is, I've been having a lot of people calling me from nowhere.
Okay.
Elderly people coming, even people coming from far and wide. Say, Iyalode, we want to work for you. We believe in you. We did this, we do that. And I'm going, well, Baba, thank you. I appreciate you. And truly, I appreciate them. Yeah. And they're not saying to you, I need owo moto, I need owo kiniko. No. But if you're going and I have, Baba, eba manage for moto. It's the normal thing. It's the way I live my life. But if you are telling me, King Bay, even 1 million afu emaniwa, so the 1 million yen, mo le fi ronje si motherless baby home me. Can fi ronje fa o mejeji for the next 2 months. One mama je, one mama muni. So what do I want to give you that? Because you want to put me in an office? No.
An office to even serve.
To serve?
And
no.
Not to be sleeping and be enjoying though.
No. You see, if we all have it at the back of our mind that we're going there to serve, and to serve truthfully, not by mouth, truthfully, then we will not be going through all this.
Rolling.
I want to be. I am this. I am that.
We die.
No, we will not be going through that.
Now let me ask you. Do you think the 37% affirmative acts have been respected to the maximum, especially in the federal level and at the state level? And do you think there is the room if you become the governor? Because now in Ogun State, of course, the governor is a woman. In your own case, maybe the deputy is going to be a man. So but do you think the 37% women affirmative act has been respected to the letter?
Well, I won't say so.
Okay.
And at the same time, the problem is a lot of women don't have the guts to come out.
Oh, problem of courage.
Courage.
Okay.
You see, a lot of people want to come out and say, Timbalo make enko. But you see, when you have it at the back of your mind that, look, if you don't make it, it's not because you're not good. It's not because the people don't like you. It's not because you are not rich for it.
Oh yeah.
It's because maybe Nigerians are not ready for you.
Or the time is not right for you.
The time is not right.
So there must be sense of courage.
Of course.
And that could get, so you are encouraging a lot of women to come out.
Of course. If we don't come out, how do we expect to be heard?
Or to be accepted?
Or to be accepted. If you come out today and they crush you, 2 people come out tomorrow, they crush you. 3 people come out tomorrow, they... One day, when all of you come out, then they won't have a choice.
Than to accept.
Than to say, okay. Now a lot of people are saying, okay, I want to share. Women has been doing it since we have not seen go or come. Let us try a woman. Look at Taraba, for example.
Yes.
You know, I like her and I respect her courage.
That's interesting.
Do you understand? The day they called me from Abuja and said, guess what? Taraba is now in our camp.
Yes, in your party.
It makes me feel happy.
But
and she was not bitter. She just wanted something that they were not giving to her.
But she looks bitter.
And she believed that she deserved it.
But she looks bitter when she went to take her things from the APC.
My brother, you have served APC for how many years?
She was a minister.
You have done so much for them.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I wouldn't have done that.
A lot of people felt you have left those things that they are immaterial.
Yes, but then, you know, it's like rubbing a salt on an injury. If you're not going to give her something, let her know the reason why. Don't just push her aside. If you had called her and explained to her, like now, if somebody comes to me, if my chairman comes to me and say, Your Excellency, ma, you know, something else have come up, this, that, I will say, okay, no problem, sir. If there's any way I can assist, I'm still open. That's being matured. It's not a do or die affair. You see, we have made politics to be something of we must. How can I put my sister inside the party? Bring my brother, bring my in-law. I mean, all that thing is not necessary.
It's crazy. That's crazy. So
that means there's something there. You want people to believe there's something there that you don't want people to see. That's why you are covering up. What are you covering up? If you are clean, what are you covering up?
So you should just, I mean, the philosophy.
I want to leave and I want to make sure my sister or I want, all this godfatherism should stop. I told people, they say, Iyalode, Nigeria, what's meant to my wali already.
That's the saddest fact. We have been arguing this for long. Even before we came here meeting you today, that was the chief argument.
Not mentor man win already. Money then talk about the mentor man win. People have been calling me and say, look, Iyalode, we want to give you money for your campaign and everything, but we sign MOU. I say for what? Because I don't understand. I say for what? They say, if at the end of the day you will join our. I say, look, I'm sorry. If that's what I want, if I'd wanted to join any of the known party, they will take me gladly. But I decide to go for a party that I believe in their ideology. It's not the money aspect of it. It's what the party stands for.
The ideology.
If the party change their ideology tomorrow and I'm not happy with it, I will step out.
That's interesting. Do you have a philosophy of life? And what's your philosophy?
My philosophy is do what makes you happy and enjoy life to the fullest.
Do what makes you happy. That's passion.
That's it.
What advice do you have for people 2019? I mean, everybody is talking, oh, I belong to this camp, I belong to the other camp, I'm Buhari's Atiku and all that. What do you think Nigeria should do? The election is just 6 weeks or 8 weeks.
We are playing games. Nigerians are playing games. The people up there are playing games. And the people down there are the games.
Oh, we are the games?
We are the
games.
Are the
players?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
We are the games, they are the players.
How do we deliver ourselves?
Because you look at it, these same people go to PDP today, tomorrow they're in APC, day after tomorrow they're here. They keep on. In America, if you're a Democrat, you're a Democrat. If you're a Republican, you're a Republican.
In principle,
and from generation to generation. But we can decide, anybody pays me better money, I will go there.
Wow.
You see, we don't know how to play politics. We never learn politics well. We go to school and learn political science, political this.
Yes, and history. And maybe sociology.
Sociology.
Yeah.
Logi, not the No, you see, I cannot say we keep on praying. Because Nigerians pray a lot. Oh, we're good prayers, oh. We are prayer warriors. So it's not prayer, it's a determination that look, the Nigerian I want, figure out the kind of Nigeria you want and work towards it.
Individually. Work towards it. Psychologically, philosophically, and physically.
Work towards it. If I'm to work towards a better Nigeria, you are working towards, every one of us in this room are working towards a better Nigeria. And then we pass it on to people out there. And then I'll see your vision, they start working towards. You don't need to tell anybody Nigerian has changed. They will see it in us. You know, when you are traveling abroad now and they see your passport, green passport, Nigeria, stay on one side. Those days, when they see a Nigerian passport from the airport in England, they will stamp you 6 months. Whether you are staying for 1 week or 2 weeks, they will stamp you 6 months. Welcome to England. Now, you become a victim.
If not the fugitive.
You become a victim. Everybody look at every of our passport now as a drug carrier, as a ritualist, as a yahoo. You will see a boy of 22 marrying a woman of 70 something.
It's happening now.
Because they want to take visa.
Yes. No, it has been happening in Korea registry. White women. White women.
And those children have mother.
Yeah, but the mother don't have any say in their life affair.
They might bring the woman come here, not even reaching their house.
Yes, just hang in one hotel in Keja or Alakwere or somewhere there.
Go and look at those children. They're the one in top for Jaron, top 2 yards.
So on the last note now, you are going to become the governor next year by God's grace. What advice do you have for people that are looking up to Her Excellency Chief Mrs. Jackie Adunni Kassim, people of Ogun State who want for the first time a woman governor to be in Okemoson, a mother, not just a woman governor, who want a mother governor to be in Okemoson, to change their life and to give them the real dividend of democracy? What are you going to tell them to do? And how do you think they can vote for United Democratic Party in Ogun State?
The only thing I have to say is we are ready to serve. And if the people are ready to join hands with UDP, United Democratic Party, then we work together. Because it's not, you see, we all blame governor, we blame this, we blame that. All of us have all that blame as an individual too. Because somebody told me in Abuja when I went, he says to me, Your Excellency, do you know the Nigerians get the kind of government they deserve?
How did he mean?
I never understood. I said, what do you mean they get the kind of government they deserve? He said, yes. He said, I tried contesting twice. I did not make it. The third time I went to borrow money and I started giving money. Only I now won. They came to me. They are now telling me they want me to do this, they want me to do that. Only I told them I borrowed money. I have not finished paying the money I borrowed. And I have not even finished paying the interest. So you people will wait because I gave you money before you
told them that?
Yes. So he says, I said, well, me, I'm not a money politician. If you want a change, all of us are going to have that change. We all have to work together. Every individual, even up to the motor park, everybody has to work together. Because when they know that, you know, we all know how to rule in this country. Every Nigerian know how to govern.
Every Nigerian.
Every Nigerian know.
Even the
answer Nigerian now, what can we do about NEPA? One engineer, but they will tell you the thing to do and NEPA will work. Whether he works that way or not. Ask them about the road. They will tell you what to do. That the road will not have holes again. So what are you saying?
Even the organizer.
Of course now. Oga, Sherry Toba Coco Dakini, when they are telling me, I laugh. Mommy, what she titi here dadani? Coco daye pay ko to what dokuta. I said, but how do you know? Sheba marito mansion or dadana. Everybody knows what to do.
Can you imagine?
The problem is how to go about it the right way.
Is our problem spiritual?
Is our problem spiritual? I don't think so.
Governmental problem. Why we're not getting it?
I don't think so. And I don't have any government to blame. I'm not blaming any particular government. I'm blaming the people. We are all to be blamed
Collectively.
for what Nigerian had become today. You can't blame anybody in particular. Every one of us have to believe and know that we all are part of this thing called corruption. We are all part of it. Only everybody's price is different. You can't call a small boy now, come and go and buy something for me. When you come, you give him 15 naira, you look at it and say, 15 naira on that biscuit. Now you can't send a child money, a message, without giving them something. Next time you call that boy, he will run. Why else in those days, when you send them to do something, they come back, you give, and they say, no, mommy, I'm not worried, no, man. But now, if you don't give them, that woman used to give me good money. Now, you know, that is how we found ourselves.
That must be a reward.
I
think that must be a reward.
There has to be a reward. Everybody believes in reward now. I do things, people look at me and say, but you don't know that those children, you don't know where they will be tomorrow. These are what I got from Ghana. It was one of the boys I helped.
The All African Student Union.
He now went to Ghana.
In Accra. Leadership Award. All African.
He now went to Ghana and they were talking. He puts in my name. They discovered. They came to Nigeria to come and interview me. They now find out. I didn't know the boy. But he was one of my workers that went back to school, and when he was going back, I tried my possible best and assisted him. And he knows all the things I've been doing, you know.
Community development.
That is it. You don't have to make noise yourself. People will make your noise for you if you are doing the right thing.
But when we look at your table, we count almost 50 awards. Even more than 200 awards around the house. Even in the office, almost 100. Everywhere is
I don't used to keep award. It's my sister-in-law that came and said, mommy, she was dusting and cleaning. I said, what are you doing? Say, mommy,
from humanitarian bodies, from media houses, from institutions, I mean, from communities and all that. So, how do you feel about those awards? What does it tell us about
It really makes me
Jackie.
know that people appreciate what I'm doing.